and welcome to ixamBee. This is Jayanti Mishra, your IT expert for SEBI exam, and here I am bringing in this video a complete guide for SEBI Grade A IT, and this guide will have the course guide as well as the study plan. So without wasting any time, let's go and deep dive into this PDF. This PDF can be also available to you, and if you want to read in great detail, you can go through it and you can read it. In this particular video, I'm going to quickly cover the topics which are actually very important for IT. Rest I can show you a glimpse of, and you can read it by your own as well. So let's start. So the very first important announcement that I would like to make here is that we are going to start our foundation classes from 17th of October 2025 for SEBI IT officer for this year, and these classes will start for IT subjects, for non-IT subjects, all at once. So if you want, you can just buckle up yourself now and you can start enrolling for our course. The most important thing that I say that early bird catches the worm, and this holds true when it comes to the competition in the India market. So people who are actually have to actually get the seat, or who actually sit wherever what sort of competition they clear, you will always see that they were always a early bird. Means it doesn't have to be joining a particular course, but they were smart enough, they were aware enough to do things right on time or before time. So I think this is the time where you should call it now. You cannot afford to lose time now. This is the point that I will like to share. If you want to prepare by your own self, that is also okay, but if you are going to have some sort of idea that you have to give this exam and you have to give this exam, then definitely start by yourself or even with us, whatever suits to you. That is all depending upon a personal choice. But yes, if you are going to appear, then start now. That's the high time. You can see how we have progressed over the years for SEBI IT. The last selection that we did was 10 out of 24 selections, which is actually a very good number. So you can just see day by day it is increasing only, and hopefully if this year give us good strength and good strength of the people, the students, we will going to raise this number as well this year. So you can be the part of this number if you want to. Now this is the content of this particular PDF. You can go and read it once you have it. What is the SEBI exam all about, and how many departments, what sort of job profile it gives? This is a brief introduction about that. Now the career progression, you will be joining at assistant manager level, and then this is the hierarchy that you will climb up once you get into the organization. So yes, it is very good. The promotions are timely and you can see yourself in a very good position after some point of time. Now what are the salaries and perks? The most interesting and talked topic. It is approximately 1.84 lakhs per month, and with perks and other sort of things it can move up to 2.4 lakhs per month. So you can see it is very good, and there will be a probation period for 2 years. Rules are same as everywhere. You will may have a bond sort of things or something like that, but who leaves SEBI once they get into it? Maybe for some better things if you get, but I don't think so that there are many people who should be worried about this probation stuff. Now the eligibility, the age is still maximum 30 years for the general candidates, and other than that you have some age relaxation. You can just read it here. If you fall under that category, you can just check it out. Now the educational qualification always is very easy for SEBI right now. Earlier it was not for everyone, but now it is there, and if you have done your bachelor degree in any particular stream, you are able to apply for it. So just utilize this opportunity and prepare yourself and apply for it. Now educational criteria doesn't give any education specific marks, and also there is no desirable experience which is needed. Now look at the vacancies and the application trend. So vacancies are always plus minus 2%, and you can see last vacancies which were actually in March 2024 were 24, and this year it is 22. So yeah, they are very regular. And also they put the numbers mostly increasing, or let's say for decrease plus minus 2%. Now application trend, you can see for IT for 2024 8,522 people applied. Out of that 563 got selected. Then these many wrote paper 2. Why there are two different numbers for paper 1 and paper 2? Because you get English descriptive paper earlier, and if you qualify that only you get to write the paper 2, that is the IT part. So that is the one why we have some sort of difference in paper 1 and paper 2 for the phase 2. Now, how many people were able to clear both the phases? It is 77 people who got called for the interview, and out of that 24 made their dream come true. About SEBI, you can read it by yourself, headquartered at Mumbai. Now some real stories for SEBI general candidates. These are all the things you can just see. Our testimonials on the YouTube as well. You can see we have mentioned everything. So this particular slide was for general. Might not be your cup of tea if you are for IT, but later on in the pages I'm going to show you what IT testimonials are and where you can find them easily. Now let's see what SEBI Grade A IT has to offer in this particular PDF. So basically you have the exam in 3 phases: phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Phase 1 will be MCQ based and it is qualifying in nature, no merit, nothing. You have a general and the sectional cutoff which is already predefined, so no competition at all. You just perform at your level best and get it cleared. Now let's come to the phase 2, which is an online exam, and here the merit thing happens. So you have your English descriptive and IT coding papers, descriptive papers, so who will actually going to decide whether you are going to have the interview call or not. And then phase 2 is the interview, which carry 15% of the weightage, and 85% of the weightage goes to phase 2. Okay, now the exam pattern as per 2024, you can see still there are 4 sections, and in 2025 as well. Composite time of 60 minutes is being given, so no sectional timings, nothing like that. You have your time, you can just juggle upon all those 4 sections and the subjects and just check them out. So here the general cutoff is 30% and the subject to aggregate cutoff is 40% for phase 1, which means you have paper 1 and paper 2 both combined together. It should be 80 minimum out of 200. That math I have also explained in one of the video. You can just go and check that video also. Now for paper 2 for phase 1, you will have 2 marker questions, and that will be 50 questions which will be completed, which you have to complete in 40 minutes, and there will be a general cutoff of 40%. So that is the one that is going to matter for phase 1. Now you can see how the mark calculations are being done. So you can just say paper 1, paper 2, if you have 30 and 40, you manage to clear the sectional cutoff, but you don't have the aggregate cutoff, so you cannot be qualified. If you have 30, 50 qualified, 25, 55 not qualified because you haven't met the sectional cutoff. And in scenario 4 you have equal and the S cutoff, but here again if you are not able to make it to paper 2 cutoff, it is not. So by this math you can understand what actually the sectional cutoff and the aggregate cutoff to subject means. Now if you want to understand the papers, paper 1 and paper 2, you can just use these links and can download them and can have a look how the exam was conducted in the previous years. Now coming to the phase 2, you will have 1 paper for the English descriptive in 2024. You can see there were 3 questions, 100 marks, 60 minutes, 1/3 of the weightage. And in paper 2 you had 6 questions and 3 out of 4 were for 10 marks, 2 out of 3 were for 20, and 1 out of 2 were for 30 marks. So this is everything that you need to know, that you will have to attempt 6 questions out of how many? 4 plus 3 plus 2. So you have choice to leave 1 question out of every section. So 6 out of 9 questions are the need for the exam. The exam weightage is 202 by third of the weightage of the total paper phase 2. How the mark calculation scenarios work. So you can say paper 1 marks, let's say 58 out of 100, paper 2 83 out of 100. So overall you got 141 out of 200, and this all will depend upon the merit that is being laid out by the SEBI for the phase 2. Okay, and now in the scenario 2, when there is no above mentioned criteria is met, then you actually not get above the 50% mark. So what I say here is that 50% aggregate is some sort of test case scenario where you have to pass minimum 50% of the test cases, and then only it will be met. Okay, so that particular thing for the marks calculation scenario I will make a separate video and will completely discuss that particular thing separately, so you don't have to worry right now if you don't understand this math right now. So it's completely okay. Now the syllabus as per 2024, this is for phase 1 and this one is for phase 2 paper 1. You can see they have the weightage, and according to the weightage you can just prepare. So this particular PDF I will say is one-stop solution for your every query related to the notification, syllabus and some sort of initial strategies also. So I will say this particular PDF is some sort of one-stop solution for all sort of your queries related to notification and your initial preparations. Now, phase 2, paper 2 IT stream, you can see you have algorithms, data structure, string manipulation and object-oriented programming language. Out of that, you have separate weightages and the questions will come according to that only. It doesn't say that if we have 10 for string manipulation, there will be one question for string manipulation. No, there can be one question which contains some sort of algorithm and string manipulation all together and can be of 20 marks. So, the weightage is nothing that it will also say that you have one question for this marks, and if the weightage is there, one-to-one mapping. No one-to-one mapping. There is some sort of intermixing of the concepts when it comes to the question. But yes, overall the topics will be same only. Then there is the interview. The interview can be taken in Hindi or English, whatever is your preferred language. Now the final selection will give you like the weightage criteria is 85 and 15, which we already discussed. Now you can see what was the cutoff for phase 2 and the final one for the IT stream out of 100 for like in 2020 it was like this, in 2022 because no candidates were qualified, so yeah, like that. And the things that concerns us is this. So you can see for the final cutoff it is somehow same, doesn't even matter what sort of vacancies we are going to have, it is some sort of same only. 1 or 2% is here and there, is doesn't count as something which is taken to be too seriously, but yes, this is all that we have right now. So cutoffs are very close. Now, how to start your preparation? For that, you can give a free mock test and the previous year papers. You can attempt them and you can see there are the links and you can just go and check out these links. Now, once you have all these things and you want to start your preparation, how to start it? If you have no idea, you can just fall back for this particular plan, which is for 8 weeks. It is very like a plan which is from the bird's eye view. So what you need to, we don't tell you under programming language what you need to study, under networking what you need to study. We rather try to cover in week 4 networking, cyber security and these topics which will actually help you to score, right? So it depends upon you what topics you want to study in that and how you are going to complete it. So this particular plan gives you some sort of autonomy to customize yourself. Later on we will give you a detailed plan where everything will be given in so detail so that you don't even need to even customize it. You can just consume it as it can be. So for now you can just manage yourself with this. If you want to go like this, this can be a bigger sort of goal and the sub goals can be given in your separate study plan. You can see some real stories, as I mentioned and promised that you can see some real stories for IT as well. So these are the one, if you go and type something on the YouTube related to these particular keywords, you will be able to find the videos, and if you want to watch that video for the motivation, you can do so. Everybody who got selected was not an expert, but yes, they were have the spirit of not giving up. That was common in each one of them. So yes, you have to trust yourself, you have to trust the process, you have to trust us also if you are in the process with us, and rest of the things let's leave to the God. But at the end I have seen people who are serious enough landing somewhere for their dream IT jobs. That I have seen for sure. So these are some of the videos which testimonials you can just visit and just you can help yourself to get an idea. There are more, we have just mentioned few screenshots, but you can just go ahead and have a look on some more also. Now SEBI 2025 ixamBee course, what we are going to offer, we are going to offer you video lectures that will be for paper 1, paper 2, everything for both the phases. There will be study notes, there will be practice questions, there will be MCQ booklets which will actually help you to deep dive into easy, difficult, medium level of questions and attempt as much you want. Then there will be mentors and guides and one-on-one sessions with the faculties so that you can fill the gaps where you are actually lacking. Now, there will be full-length practice mock test and everything. Also, there will be live classes as per the schedule. We have the schedule for first particular week, which is starting from 17th. So 17th, 20, 25th, 26th, 27th, 29th. So these all things are going to be for IT, English and quants, reasoning, general awareness sort of things. So this is all that you will get in the very first week from 17th to 29th. And why this foundation is important? People will say, oh, that's the foundation. What I have had an experience is that once the people, let's say somebody joins in between the course and then they will have one question, ma'am, how I need to prepare? So all these sorts of questions, all these sorts of answers are given in the very first session, where you actually missed yourself by saying this is just the foundation, or this is something which doesn't give me any value for the exam. No, it will give you some value for the exam, because that is your foundation. When and foundation is weak, nothing can go right. And if you later on come, then people will be already ahead with you. And if you ask these sort of strategic question in between the class, then the agenda of the class can also be deferred. So at that point of time, you might not get that much amount of time to have your question answered, right? This is how it works for everything. So what I'll say, don't underestimate this. If you are very sure, if you have a clear cut idea, just get into the process as soon as you can. So yeah, these classes are going to be very, very, very helpful for you. Although there might not be any content given to you, but there will be the foundation that will be given to you, and also some sort of strategies, how you need to prepare, how we will go together, and all sort of things. And if you have any sort of question, you might think that as a dumb question or very intelligent question, don't be shy. You can just ask the teacher that question, and that will be answered, right? So I say that foundation classes are very, very, very important. For some over smart people, it might feel unimportant, but as per my own experience, it is something which is very important, because I get to encounter some sort of questions in every class. Ma'am, I have joined new, how to prepare, what is being left, how to go ahead, and thought of like I am feeling demotivated, some sort of stuff. So yeah, that is the one. Now what else we have here is the course page and the free demo page. So you can just go and check the exclusive and the comprehensive courses. So we have two sort of courses, exclusive and comprehensive. The offerings are a bit different because of their prices, so you can just check whatever suits you, and you can just enroll for any one of that according to your own wish. Right now, there are some exam videos, previous year analysis video, there are the success story. You can see there are more. We had very less few screenshot up there, but you can just see what all success stories we have. We have expert sessions also with some of the people who have actually worked in SEBI with very higher positions. So how actually things works inside SEBI, you can just have an idea from the expert session. So yes, this was a glimpse for you guys about the course guide. Now again, I will like to make that particular final announcement which I made at the start. So yes, we are going to start from 17th of this month, and this is a major announcement, and I just hope I was able to answer most of your queries. If something went unanswered or still you have any question, you can just put it in the comment section and we will get back to you with the answers. So yeah, that is all for this particular video. I know I took some good amount of time, but yeah, that was worth it, I guess. And you get an idea, you get this particular PDF, just analyze this PDF, use this PDF smartly, and you have everything as one-stop solution in this particular video. Thank you everyone. By the time, keep studying and stay motivated.